Hello again. You know what I find really amazing, and I think I've posted a video or two on this topic before, but I thought I'd do another one for the new subscribers. And I'm pleased to say I do have new subscribers, and I want to thank you for joining my site. You know, when Obama came out and told the American people that he wants to bring our soldiers back, he doesn't want them fighting a war in the Middle East. A lot of Americans took that as a sign of someone that really cares about the American people, someone that doesn't want to see them put their lives in harm's way, which is why he ended the war that he did in Iraq. Well, it really hasn't ended. It's actually accelerated dramatically since the pullout. He's going to do the same thing in Afghanistan, and he is doing the same thing in Afghanistan. The difference is most Americans have now woken up. The reason he doesn't want our military there isn't to protect our military. No. It's to protect his insurgents. Yeah. If you take a look at pretty much anything and everything Obama's ever done, it's always been in favor of the Muslims. So why would he want to leave the most powerful military in the world in that part of the world killing his people? His people? Who are his people? Well, there's the Islamic extremist insurgents. Those are his people. All you have to do is look at the pieces of the puzzle. Each piece tells a unique story, including Benghazi. Look up MOV 01868. The pieces of the puzzle all fit. Benghazi is the key. I did that well over 2 years ago. That is what Congressman Trey Gowdy will eventually determine and expose to the world, assuming he's allowed to do so. Barack Hussein Obama wanted a big victory before the 2012 presidential election. At that time, the president of Egypt had vowed to return the blind sheikh. Mohammed Morsi had vowed to return the blind sheikh when he was inaugurated. The blind sheikh's in a federal prison for trying to bomb the Twin Towers in, I believe, 93? Might have been 91. I apologize for the dates. They get a little confusing. In either case, the plan was to kidnap Ambassador Chris Stevens. Hillary reassigned 14 Marines that were at the facility a week prior to the scheduled meeting by Ambassador Chris Stevens. You not find that sort of strange or coincidental? I sort of do. Huh? And if the warriors at the annex wouldn't have intervened, if they would have obeyed the stand-down order, Tyrone Woods, Glenn Doherty, they'd still be alive today. They didn't obey the stand-down order. They killed 60 of the insurgents. The insurgents expected no resistance. If they wanted to kill the ambassador, his body would have been left at the facility. They didn't want to kill him. They wanted to kidnap him. They only killed him because of the mayhem and slaughter that the ex-Navy SEALs inflicted upon the Muslim extremists. Does that make any sense? Obama's plan disintegrated in front of his eyes when he found out from Leon Panetta and that jackass, boot-licking, ass-kissing General Dempsey as to what happened at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Obama never wanted to know any more. He knew more than he needed to know, more than he wanted to know. His big bang, so to speak, went up in smoke. And then he came up with that bullshit story that that pant-legged pig, Hillary Rotten Clinton, spewed in a rose garden to the American people about the video. And then they lied when they greeted the bodies that were returned back from Benghazi. And Hillary lied to the parents of those that were slaughtered by saying we'll punish the movie producer when she knew the truth. Anyway, folks, it is what it is. We're dealing with a corrupt, criminal administration. I don't see them going away. Obama's not building an underground command center for Hillary. What will be interesting is if we could find a completion date for that project. See how close that date is to his expected departure date.